Cheers.
All right.
Hey,
Cheers.
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 What's up, guys?
How's it going?
What's up?
Hey, you don't start.
Yeah, you're not the boss. You're
You're
not
not
the
the boss of
captain.
us.
It was a
He
long
is when he
pause.
wears a Hawaiian shirt.
If you're gonna be the captain, you have to go. Look me. I'm the captain now, and then you get to be the captain.
That's all it takes.
I was gonna say if you wear a Hawaiian shirt to the podcast, you should be the captain.
Hey, there was a reason for why I
That's
wore
a
this.
nice one.
I have a
Cruise
feeling
ship
I can
captain.
guess why.
Yeah, because I bought this on a honeymoon.
Yeah, that would have been my guess. All right.
It was in the ocean.
Little souvenir there.
Well, welcome back to the Movie Podium, a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's like a book club.
But
for
movies.
We also came up with a
But
set
for
of
movies.
questions to ask ourselves, such as, is this a top three? Of a top three movie in the year of its respective release? I'm your host, Matt Scott, and I'm here with my dudes, Eric.
Hi, with dudes.
With dudes. Daniel.
And a lady.
And a lady. Oh, we'll get there. Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Oh,
And Mr. and Mrs. Kevin and Beth.
Hello.
Hey,
Mr. and Mrs.
that's
Cooking
us.
with Kevin.
Cooking with
bravo!
I had to find it.
Kevin,
And Beth.
cooking with Kevin.
And Beth.
And
Whipping up
Hello.
food to put you in
Cooking
the
with
mood.
Kevin. Do, 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 do.
Without further ado, we present our next movie. Daniel.
Jennifer Aniston, Ben Stiller. He's real stiff and she's kind of loopy, so they just go through some stuff and then they get together because it's movies.
Ben Stiller, Jennifer Aniston. Along came Polly.
All right, well, we're on our third week of rom-coms, and Dave loved it so much that he couldn't stand being here with us tonight.
He couldn't be here.
He just couldn't handle this movie or talking to us about how well he's loving the rom-com segment.
Yeah.
he was gonna pre.
I think he likes the NHL more than.
Oh, I was going to
rom-coms.
say, he's actually at a Buffalo Sabres game, which I have a feeling he likes a little more, and probably can't blame him. So we started.
blame
How
him.
can you not get romantic about hockey?
So we started with a late 80s classic, then a 90s juggernaut, and now we're in the mid 2000s. And I'd say the majority of people have probably seen this movie. So tune in and find out if this makes anybody's podium list. We will see.
Tune in, y'all.
If you haven't already,
Don't change your channel.
don't change it. Please like and subscribe to our channel and this video. You can check us out at themoviepodium.net, our Patreon site, where hopefully we'll get to some pre-rolls. And hey,
John's
we've moved
gonna.
on from Rocket League to now we've been playing Fortnite.
We got a couple wins last week.
We did get a couple wins.
Hey,
You're already
So
more
if you guys-
successful than we were at Rocket League.
Yeah. So if you want to get on and hang out with us or talk to us while we play or play with us, join
While
the
we
Patreon
talk.
and hang out with us. We'll hook you up.
Play with us, please.
John is single for those out there.
I meant me, not us.
Yep, there we go. All right, we ready for some random ass facts?
Let's do it.
Yes.
This has a 6.0 on IMDb.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that better than Thor?
It's way lower than Thor.
I was waiting. Yep. Way lower.
a little bit lower.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Just a little. It might be the lowest.
Substantially lower than
Other
Thor,
than a Bond
actually.
movie, this might be the lowest one we've done. Unless Jingle All the Way.
I mean, I think
That's
even,
a 10.
I think even Jingle All the Way was up in the 6s.
I think so,
I don't
too.
think we've done many that are in 5s.
I know. I swear there was one other 5, and I cannot recall. But this was definitely
6 is too close to 5, which is too close to 0 for me.
and too close to a Bond movie, not named Goldeneye.
Hey, no.
So, a couple good facts here. Apparently, a ferret in the movie actually bit Ben Stiller during the production, including actually latching on to his chin.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Speaking
what the fuck was he doing to that ferret?
of a
Yeah.
ferret,
What is?
I have a top 5
Already.
in movies. So coming in at number 5 is Beethoven from the movie Beethoven.
Oh,
And
yeah.
all the Beethoven,
remember that one.
films
Sequels.
afterwards.
Yeah.
That's a strong 5.
Number 4, I have Air Bud. That's the golden retriever that plays basketball. At number 4,
What movie was he in?
Air Bud. And sequels afterwards.
Golden Retriever. Golden
Glad we
Receiver.
cleared that up.
Yeah.
Golden receiver.
Number 3, I have Hedwig. She's a snowy owl from the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
Number
That's a fucking
2,
cool
I
ass
have
pet.
Max, the dog from How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, okay.
That's
And
good.
number 1, the reason I love golden retrievers to this day, Shadow from Homeward Bound.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I thought you were going to say
It's
that.
making me
That's a
tear
good
up
list.
already
That's a good list.
thinking about it.
I
I
will
didn't
have
know we were
to.
going to get to
Damn.
the ferret again. I'm sorry, Matt.
Yeah, that was right out the
I
gate.
highly doubt it.
I'd have
If we
to.
do, I have a podium for Ferris. If we do,
Maybe
get there
Sassy.
later.
Should be on there. If there's any
I'm
Sassy
not
fans out
joking.
there.
Ted the reindeer. You're missing that one.
Ted the
That
Ted! He was going to get released into the wild up at Lake Minnetonka.
Like Minnetonka.
Sorry. Had to add that one in there.
All right. Lisa and Ruben celebrated their honeymoon in St. Bart's. That's a Caribbean island right next to where Kelly and I spent our honeymoon in St. Kitts.
Ooh, fun
And
fact.
is it a French protectorate, I'm assuming?
Correct. It was.
Nice.
I'm going to pretend like I know what that means.
It's,
Well, Frank
speak French.
Azaria spoke English with a French accent, so I
Right.
figured as
Oh.
much.
exactly. Yeah, a man of many talents, voice-wise. Those who don't know, he
Many
does.
dick talents, too.
For those who don't know, Hank Azaria, the guy in The Honeymoon, is the one who voices like 70% of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So not sure if anyone caught this, but there was a very young Kevin Hart in this movie as one of Sandy's cameramen.
Okay, Kevin thought I was racist. He was like, "No, it's not." I was like, "Yes, it is."
That's actually true. I'm like, that's not Kevin Hart. I swore that wasn't Kevin Hart. And she called it out.
He was adamant. He was like, "Nah, that's
Yeah.
just some dude."
That's just some dude who looks like him.
One of Kevin Hart's
At
first
that point,
movies.
he probably was. Yeah.
Right. So, as I'll get more into with my answers, but this movie has a lot of similar ideas from other movies and TV shows, but this one is very specific. Polly and Ruben take a break in the relationship because Polly finds out that Ruben has a list of her pros and cons, right? This is the exact same thing that happens in the show Friends between Ross and Rachel in the episode and the one with the list of friends, the one with the list on Friends. So obviously, both played by Rachel or Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, okay. I
Exact
see.
same plot, though.
But this one's better because it's like an hour and a half to 2 hours long.
Yeah, and Friends is not funny, right, Daniel?
Ross isn't funny. I haven't watched Friends for a long time, but I used to watch Friends when I was a kid. But Ross is not fucking funny.
He's definitely him or Phoebe are my least favorite too.
At least Phoebe has like that weird thing going on for her. Like Ross is just
And remember,
Ross.
I think Phoebe dated
John is Ross.
Mr. Azaria when he played a Russian scientist.
Absolutely.
In that series.
So,
this is not the TV Podium, everyone.
It's the movie.
Guys,
Podium.
we're creeping. We're getting sucked into Friends.
No, well, I will say there are a lot of similarities between this and Friends, and there's a lot of people on this or in this movie because Ben Stiller's in Friends as well. So there's some relevancy, but I
think some people here might be closet Friends fans, and I'm a little. Yep, we've got
John
one.
is.
No,
your sisters watched it.
And
See, I knew you were going to say that.
Kevin?
Not really. I think I've watched like 10 episodes of Friends, maybe.
This is great. We're talking about Along Came Polly, so we should probably.
I'd rather talk about about Friends, actually. But let's get into the movie.
Okay.
All right, first question we've got: favorite thing about the movie? All right, so I'll go with John first. What was your favorite thing about this movie?
I'll go with a simple one. I loved when he's trying to get the toilet to flush in Polly's apartment and he's praying over it and he's like, he's telling Yahweh or God or whatever, he's like, I will do whatever. If you just let the water go down, I will be your devoted servant. He's like committing himself to God if God lets the toilet flush after his heinous shit.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah, John's been
good old toilet humor.
I like toilet humor as well, but I went with just Philip Seymour Hoffman in general. And I've told everyone here, but there was, so like when they initially started writing or filming the movie, Jack Black was initially cast as Sandy.
Yep,
but for some reason,
absolutely tell.
Yeah, for some reason, Jack Black couldn't do it, so he dropped out, and they gave the part to Philip Seymour Hoffman. And Philip Seymour Hoffman just decided, I'm just going to do Jack Black doing this part. And he does such a great Jack Black impression.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely the like, humor
like
of this
over
movie.
The over-the-top thing. Like, the scene with them on the basketball courts where he's like, he does this like circle thing and then he goes rain dance. That's just like straight up Jack Black.
For sure.
So that was my favorite part.
Oh, for
I
sure.
like when he sharded.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah.
I knew somebody would say that. All right, Kevin and Beth, what do you guys think?
I put the exact same thing as Eric, and I did highlight the basketball scene as one of my favorite parts of this movie, to be specific. Rain Man, rain dance, I think white chocolate, Iceman, and he's just blatantly missing. He is missing every shot completely off, and it's just over the top ridiculous. And like a lot of this movie in general is ridiculous, but that was actually made me laugh.
Yeah.
For me, it was actually the relationship that Ben and Jen have. Like, that relationship brings balloons.
What did you do?
I don't know. Did I do this?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. If you put them down and then put them back up, it'll do it, I think.
Holy crap.
I don't.
We just learned something.
Oh, what did I do? I made balloons by accident.
Wow, this is great.
Okay, focus. Okay. But yeah, it seemed like the relationship that they had, it really brought each of them outside of their comfort zone. Like it made her plan her life a little more, and it made him be more adventurous, and that's kind of fun to son of a bitch.
Yes.
Anyway,
the balloons are celebrating. They agree.
That's it.
Very
Daniel?
true. I agree.
Balloons are fucking shit up right now.
Sorry.
My favorite part of this movie was Alec Baldwin.
Oh yeah.
Basically doing like half of an impersonation of Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I kind of got that too.
Because what's that movie where he does the always be closing speech?
Glenn Ross.
Yeah, Glenn Ross. He's basically that character, except he's doing an impersonation of himself doing that character. So it's very funny. You know, he chews up the scenery anytime he's on. So that's my favorite part of this movie. Is Alec Baldwin.
He is hilarious.
Nice. So I went with Ben Stiller using his analytical background to compare two girls. That was probably the funniest concept in the movie. Like, how's that going to work out for you?
Yeah, the computer says so.
Yeah,
right.
So it's
Matt,
right.
Matt,
you should know that.
You would have done in like college. Like,
No,
I'm going to build
sure
a program that'll tell me.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Woman.
Yep.
Kelly won
Like
out.
weird science.
Yeah, I thought that was funny, and yeah, I'll agree with Philip Seymour Hoffman really stealing the show in some scenes. He was able to take what was given to him and kind of make it into his own. I wasn't a huge fan of the basketball scene, to be honest, but I do think there are some scenes like him holding on to being a kid star is kind of a funny concept too.
You want an autograph? No, I'm good.
Yeah. Right. That whole thing.
But in the end, he's like, no, I was too big for my britches. Lost sight of things.
Right.
But also, I love when he ends up playing Jesus and Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar.
that's pretty funny.
All right. Next category. Least favorite part about the movie. All right. Eric, what was your least favorite part about the movie?
My least favorite part about the movie was Sandy pouring the grease from Ben Stiller's slice of pizza on his own.
Didn't like that?
No, that was gross. For some reason, that's just gross.
To each his own.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's like it's dripping off the pizza.
Yeah.
He's like, let me take that off your hand.
He actually like wrings it out.
Yeah.
He like squeegees it onto his pizza.
It's so bad.
It's pretty gross. So I said that.
Nice. John?
Something very minor when Ben Stiller is throwing out probabilities of like, I know I have a 13% chance of getting hit walking to work in the morning and a 1 in 40,000 chance of whatever. It bugged me that he's expressing probabilities in decimals and percents. And I would think that someone in his field of work would be consistent about how he represents these probabilities.
Yeah, how many sig figs?
Yeah. Mathematically, I was lost. Just couldn't buy it.
Good catch.
It really threw me out of the story.
Yeah, none of the craziness that happened threw you off. But that
No,
that
that's
part.
that's normal.
Everything
That's
else
like
believable.
yeah.
It's just madness.
Philip Seymour Hoffman pretending to be Ben Stiller or his associate. Yeah, that's believable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, his incessant throat clearing.
Daniel?
My least favorite part about this movie is that Ben Stiller is a terrible actor. Like, like he is just this one expression the whole time. Like, at least in this movie, like in Zoolander and stuff, he's doing a character which does more over the top stuff, which is still like one note, but at least there's like a character behind it. And this one, he's just like, I just walked in on my wife stripping the scuba instructor. I should be sad. And his face is just like,
I couldn't agree more. It's like a watered down version of himself.
Yeah. But in like to your point, in Zoolander, the character made sense.
Yes, exactly.
Like in this movie, it didn't make sense.
No, I totally agree. Or in Dodgeball's another one. Like he can play a certain character really well, and it's that over the top character.
Exactly.
But when you kind of dial him down, like this movie, or it's like the watered down version, it's really plain. And you're right, he doesn't have any expressions, and like. There's something about Mary. He's definitely not the best part of that movie. The movie's funny, but it's a Farrelly Brothers movie. So the guys who did Dumb and Dumber, so like they know humor. This movie was I didn't actually pay attention to who directed it, but like he's not great in this.
No,
I kind of agree. A lot agree, but yeah.
Definitely
agree. A lot agree.
Beth, what was your least favorite thing?
Like most romantic comedies, it can be very cheesy. Like this movie was incredible. Hello.
Philly.
Hello, how are you?
Hello,
says,
Philly.
You're not normally down here right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be a really cheesy movie. Like there were certain sections, especially like with the samba scene where he's like showing off how he learned how to dance. Like it was just super cheesy. It was cute though. Like that's what you expect from a romantic comedy. But yeah, it was just cheesy.
Yep.
I agree.
I would agree with that.
Cheese.
Yeah.
It was so cheesy that Kevin would die if he ate that movie.
I'm surprised he made it.
Dang.
He nearly had an attack.
Yeah.
He had to have the EpiPen ready. It was scary.
Oh, you got an EpiPen too? We should shoot up sometime, bro.
you get stung by a bee, Kevin will eat some cheese, and then you'll have a gay old time at the ER.
Then we rock out.
We should shoot up sometimes, bro. Dear God, John.
That one threw me off guard. But yeah, kind of on point with that was the over-the-top cheese jokes, not like actual cheese that would kill me, but the but like with specifically like the poop jokes, like right on their actual poop jokes, like he's shitting on a toilet. And
what about it?
That whole thing.
That was fucking hilarious.
I just don't like it at all. And then like the over like profusely sweating while like it looked like they dumped a whole bucket of water on him. It's like that's not going to happen when you're eating hot foods. Like yeah, you can show that you're in distress of eating hot food, but not literally dripping like or soaking in sweat.
How do you know, Kevin? Do you have IBS? Do you have IBS?
That kind of stuff was just it was way too over the top. They didn't need to go that far into things like that. It just made it bad.
Yeah, I agree. It was really over the top. And about him like going and eating like crazy stuff for him at least. If he was a person who was well about calculating on good things or bad things, do you think he would have told himself, hey, I'm going to go out to eat with a girl and I'm going to eat the craziest food because then I'm going to be on the shitter the whole time? I think he would like have some foresight about that.
You would think, but no.
You know, that's
nope.
That's here and there.
Look, a warner ahead of time.
Right. Something like, you know, if he's calculated like that. Those are the things you probably
once he started mixing up decimals and percentages, I'm
John
like, I don't buy it.
John laughed.
Like, this is not believable at all. This motherfucker.
Thread.
This guy is not calculating.
So
I'm going to turn on Apollo 13.
Yeah. I need to watch Real Engineers.
Oh, you need to watch Armageddon then.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Sorry, Matt, what was yours?
No, it's okay. So my least favorite thing is that I didn't think there was a lot of like unique substance. So I felt like mostly all of this movie was kind of generic or either a ripoff of another movie or another movie did it better. So like I mentioned the Friends aspect. Ben Stiller in the bathroom to me is literally Jeff Daniels. Right. 10 years ago. I mean, literally that same scene, but maybe a tenth as funny. Like Jeff Daniels is going on a gold.
Date. Yeah.
I mean, that like, and then there's the wife or girlfriend dumping him for some crazy exotic character. Almost feels identical to Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And then, he meets the risk-taking girl. Now, I will say that Forgetting Sarah Marshall came after this, but in hindsight, they did it way better. Yeah. So, like, and when I saw this movie again, I go back and think, wow, there's just nothing that really caught me to where it was like, this is unique or this has a good thought.
I understand what you're saying. I'm the writer on this movie now. I understand. It's cheesy. It's fucking watered down. I get it. But we're able to get a slow motion camera for a couple days, and we're just going to film a lot of stuff in slow motion, and that's going to be our selling point. Bam.
Sounds great.
Yeah, exactly. That and then him dancing. Like, why did they need a slow motion scene of him dancing or her reacting to him dancing?
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
And I'll be honest that the dancing scene could have been funny. I mean, there were thoughts like, hey, I'm going to go learn a dance for her and be sexy. And they could have, but like Daniel said, he's just not that funny.
No.
Like, that was a scene set up for something that could have been funny.
Yes.
Like, he could have done anything. He could have fallen or like been, I don't know, slapstick humor or any kind of humor. Yeah, I mean, something. Give us something. He didn't do anything in that. So I just thought it was very generic.
Can I add one more big dislike for me?
Go for it.
Lisa.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, she's awful.
Yeah.
She sucks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Next category. Who won the movie? Daniel, who won the movie for you?
I guess Jennifer Aniston and Ben Stiller, because I bet they got paid.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yep. You know what? I'm going to say the exact same thing
for either of them. Like, no one came out of this movie like people going like, oh man, like there's a star on the rise. Everyone came out of this movie just sort of the same as they were. Like, it didn't catapult anyone to superstardom, but it didn't like diminish their stock. Like, no one was like, oh, I'll never cast Jennifer Aniston now. It was just like,
kind of
it was just a movie. It came out. People saw it,
like your song.
And then they went on with their careers.
They just kept it going.
Matt, I think you summed it up very well. It was there.
Yeah, it was a movie that was there.
It was a movie that was made.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. I said Ben Stiller, Jen Aniston.
Yeah.
I said Ben Stiller and Jen Aniston as well, pretty much for that same reason. If I'm going literal with the movie and saying Ben Stiller's character because he got the girl at the end and was able to take a risk. However, it keeps. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the dude who got insured won.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I love that dude.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I keep going back to him being this risk assessment and analyst. And how did he not see any signs of what's her name, Lisa's character, and her bailing at the first sight of another guy's, like
Lisa.
Like, how did he not see that coming?
Dude, you got to get that thought, the job thought, like just throw it away.
Well,
until it comes back in the story, then you bring it back.
Because we don't actually know his personality for the first 50 minutes. And then we're like, oh, don't eat the peanuts. Oh, he's paranoid about risk.
Yeah, that was actually one of my alternate dislikes, was how his job is his personality.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
We can do a little bit better than this.
Yeah,
we might be able
true.
to, but I don't really want to.
I don't know. Most people in the audience are simpletons like me.
Same here.
Did you say the guy who got insured, or did you have somebody else for real?
I initially sided with Daniel and you, Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston, but I'm going to change my vote to the dude who got insured. I don't even remember his name.
I fucking love that dude. Face jumping.
That dude. I think his name is that
It's
dude.
that dude. That dude who is insured.
Yep.
You need to lighten up, mate.
Eric, John.
Do you want me to go to
Ben Stiller, but that was because the whole plot was to set him up for the win.
Yeah, for sure. Kevin and Beth, what do you guys think?
I had the same thing that you and Daniel had. Ben Stiller, Jennifer Aniston. Nothing crazy. He wins the girl at the end of the movie, but this movie didn't hurt them. It might have helped them a little bit, but nothing significantly.
Probably helped their wallet.
I guess that's what you want in a rom-com, is the leading man and lady to end up together.
Yeah.
So, hooray.
It followed the formula.
Yeah.
I actually thought that Claude won because he was always happy. Like, straight up. He might have been sad after Lisa left, but he was doing what he loved.
I am happy you remembered his name. Yeah.
Like a hippo.
I am a hippo. That is all I will ever be.
He wouldn't pronounce the H because he's French. And the French H is silent in French.
Tell us how much you like the French.
Daniel, what do you think of the French?
I love them.
They're our oldest allies. Told you. Fucking told you.
Stole the bit.
Yep.
Oh, Eric. Team Danrick for life.
Danrick.
Forever.
Team Danrick.
Yes.
It's like the USA and France. Eric and Daniel.
All right, next category. Favorite song, moment, or score scene? Let's see. Eric?
I'm trying to find this on my list of questions. The eels. The eels.
Okay, good. Yeah, nice.
On the sailboat.
Oh.
The song "Goddamn It's Right" or "Goddamn Right, It's a Beautiful Day."
Nice.
That's it.
Nice. Beth, what about you?
The song that was played when Ben Stiller was doing his solo dance in the club. I don't even know what it was called, but it was just really fun.
The salsa song.
The salsa song.
I was into the salsa my own self.
Yeah.
John loves nachos.
Oh boy, Kevin.
I put the song where Sandy just steals the song in Jesus Christ Superstar when he's playing Judas.
Oh,
and this is supposed to be Jesus' song. If I want to play Judas and Jesus, I'm doing it.
That's a good answer. Daniel?
That was my answer.
I stole
Good answer. Good answer. I said, let my love open the door for two reasons. One, it's Pete Townsend.
Yeah.
Big fan. Two, it told me that the movie was over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good choice.
All right. Next category.
Wait, did John go?
John? No, John did not go. John
we don't want to hear from John.
turn.
We don't want to hear from John.
Well, he speaks out of turn, so I kind of know he's there, but
Yeah, it's a fair bet that I've already weighed in. But my favorite song is "Jammin'" by Bob Marley. Go figure.
Nice.
But when he's setting
Sure
up
is.
the whole romantic night, but then he also walks in on his new wife getting jammed, if you will, by the scuba instructor. He's jamming her all right.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. It's a great song. All right. Next category, we've got favorite line from the movie. All right, Eric, you got first dibs.
I tried to fart and a little shit came out. I sharted.
I don't know what that means. I tried to fart and a little shit came out. I just sharted. All right, now let's go.
So apparently this movie didn't coin the phrase, but basically made it popular.
Really?
So I was looking it up because it's pretty early on in the shart terminology, and it showed up in 2003 and on Urban Dictionary. This movie came out in 2004.
Okay.
And so while it didn't necessarily coin the phrase, it did popularize it. And no media before this had talked about a shart.
Max
So
out
if it has
here
anything
researching
going
the
for it,
etymology of shart.
it is like the what popularized what we use a lot, right, guys?
And it's what I do a lot.
Well, we'll get to casting later. I have a feeling somebody is going to get the shart train.
Somebody's going to wear the shart pants.
Yeah, exactly. Who wants to go next on the line?
Daniel.
I knew that girl was a slut the moment I met her.
Just terrible. I knew that girl was a slut the second I met her.
That's Alec Baldwin talking about Lisa. And right after Ben Stiller has come back to work, so he's fresh off his wife cheating on him. Yeah. And Alec Baldwin just goes on a diatribe where, like, every time Ben Stiller says something, he's like, yeah, she's a whore. Your whore wife. Stuff like that.
I love
then he follows him into the bathroom.
No, that was all in the bathroom, man.
Oh, that was in the bathroom.
Oh,
okay.
God, that's hilarious. Yeah. Where he, is, stroking his ear.
So weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very awkward scene.
John?
I had a few down, but I'll go with Rube's dad, who said, "There's no point in any of this crap if you don't enjoy the ride."
It's about the ride, for Christ's sake. There's no point going through all this crap if you're not going to enjoy the ride.
Yeah, that was actually that was my line too.
Really? I apologize.
No, it's honestly the most insightful part of the entire movie.
Yes, it is. Aside from the shart line.
Yeah, well, true.
Obviously.
Yeah, the exact line is, it's not about what happened in the past or what you think might happen in the future. It's about the ride.
Mm-hmm.
I have one that Eric had previously mentioned. And it's, we had a good time on that picture. You want an autograph? And it's a cake decorator is who responds to this.
Yeah.
No, thanks. It's good to see you, man. I thought you died 15 years ago.
You want an autograph?
No, thanks. It's good to see you, man. I thought you died like 15 years ago.
R.I.P. Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
Right.
R.I.P.
I wonder if this makes his podium list.
Maybe. Beth, what about you?
So I had a couple too. One was, a little more moving, and the other one was just funny. So I'm going to go with the funny one.
Thank you, Stanley.
Get some water. Just. That's it.
Yeah. That's great.
I love that.
My
You did
favorite
it
part
justice,
about that
too.
scene is when he goes to rub the guy's shoulder, and he's rubbing the old dude's shoulder instead of the
Good point. Because
So he called that really old dude sexy.
He did.
And he gets I mean, he succeeds in that scene. He's like, let's insure him. And they're all like, yeah.
Like, that's the cheese right there.
Yes.
Yes.
Immense cheese.
Weren't you in Croc Tears?
Yeah, are you the little boy that was in?
Does anybody have any other lines?
I had another one down there.
Go for
I
it.
had another one too.
All right,
It's
go for it.
So whose party is this? It's an art opening for a Dutch guy, Joss. He's his art sucks, but he used to sell me really good pot.
It's an art opening for this Dutch guy, Joost. His art sucks, but he used to sell me really good pot.
A second later, he's like, God, I'm so horny.
In the elevator.
Yeah.
But wait, was that the line, Eric?
I think so. No, that's not my line. My next line is, those nuts had pee on them.
Those nuts have pee on them. It's common sense.
Just because I'm a child. I'm a child.
Anybody else?
I liked early on when all these unknown people were telling Ruben, sorry about your wife.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody knew about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, what, the pizza delivery guy even knew about it? He was like,
All right, next category. We've got most likely to be the off-screen drunk.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Oh,
Yep.
Okay. I forgot we did these. It wasn't playing, so I was just like, someone needs to break the silence.
Philip Seymour Hoffman is the correct answer.
Yeah, I did the same.
It is my answer as well.
Like, did you have somebody else?
I did.
Who'd you?
So I had Jennifer Aniston's waitress friend.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
they definitely.
You know she's always wasted. Just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. I have a feeling. Well, I also said Philip Seymour Hoffman because I said he was pretending to have an documentary, for Christ's sake. Dude was wallowing in his privacy, right?
Yeah.
He was
The audio
definitely
guy
drinking
was
himself
someone
to
who
sleep.
kind of looked like Kevin Hart, but not really.
That's definitely not Kevin Hart.
No, that's not him.
Not him at all.
Nope.
It's a different Kevin Hart. Kevin J. Hart.
Well, that was easy. But
Yep.
good catch, Beth.
Yep.
All right, we got casting our friends. Eric
I had my hand up first. Yes, I had my hand up first. I only have one.
Fingers.
I only have one casting, and it's Kevin. Is Ben Stiller?
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Wow,
I know.
okay.
Kevin is our hero in question because it seems like in every fucking movie, Kevin, like Ben Stiller plays like a normal, like smart character. Like he analyzes risk as his job. Like that's a smart guy.
Okay,
But-
I'm not seeing it yet, Eric.
But when he has to shit himself, he goes into the bathroom and instead of just like hopping in the shower, which is right there, instead of hopping in the shower, which is right there, he chooses to take a fucking towel and do whatever and then try to fucking like what I'm getting at is Kevin is Ben Stiller because he finds himself in these weird situations and he just chooses the worst way to like carry them out. Yes. It's just like he finds like I don't know
A
how.
normally rational person zigs when they should have zagged.
Exactly. No, they didn't even need to zig. They just needed to go in the straight line, but he fucking zagged. He zagged real hard. So that is...
I didn't see that coming.
Kevin's a little bit of an overthinker.
Yeah.
And a tinkerer.
That's another one.
Yes,
Yeah.
good point.
no.
Well, yeah,
not
I
at
mean,
all.
it's also like Kevin's like, I'm uncomfortable in this situation. I'm going to make sure everyone else is uncomfortable too. Like the time that one of our friends was on mushrooms and Kevin put a dog collar around his neck and held him on a leash.
Yeah, that seems.
I'm really glad that wasn't me. Holy shit.
John, I'm so sorry to say it was you.
Well, then I'm glad I was on trips.
Mom, hope you're not listening.
Mom, I'm sorry. It's not the first time I've been on a dog leash.
It won't be the last.
Well, that took a turn. Daniel, you had sloppy seconds.
John Philip Seymour Hoffman because he poops his pants all the time. And he loves weed, so that.
And he's just so horny.
Oh God, is he horny?
I love when he's laying in that big, like, nest bed or beanbag chair, and he's just trying to help Ben figure his stuff out, but he's like, nah, man. He just shoots from the hip. He's just playing it by the feels.
Also, I think John would attempt to give a woman a smack on the rear to show that he's the daddy.
John, do you have any casting?
No, I felt like there was too few characters to cast because it's focused on, the main man, woman, I guess.
Yeah.
I could see attributes of you, Matt, and Ben Stiller as the analyzer.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Polly's a leaf in the wind. That could be, I guess, me. The ferret. Who wants to be the ferret?
It is blind.
I'll be. Yeah,
It's
that's
blind.
true. Daniel.
Is anyone here blind?
Daniel, if you take his fucking glasses off, he'll walk into a wall.
Yeah, and look at that animalistic beard. He is definitely the blind ferret that
Look
was
at that.
purchased in
Look
Morocco.
at that sock in the background too. Is that hanging?
It is hanging.
Is that another one? Different one? I actually have a few castings here.
All right. Let me go real quick because I only have one.
Okay.
And I'll let you finish.
Go for it.
I said Daniel was Philip Seymour Hoffman because he has the exact same mannerisms playing basketball. If you've seen Daniel play basketball, they're very similar in
throw it
shooting
at the backboard.
style.
Hey, he commits to his moves.
Yeah.
And well, so does Daniel.
I call for the ISO all the time.
Yeah,
ISO all the time.
Alumni Daniel calls for
You
ISO.
beat Kyle Oliver that one time.
I missed the layup and then I quit basketball for good.
So, and then it was a toss up between him and John on the sharding because we have the sharding title and it gets passed around among a few of us, and it's usually Tommy, John, Eric, or Daniel on that sharding.
I don't shart. No.
Wait, you're not on that list?
No, I am not on the shart list, sir.
Always close, but I am a little bit. What's the word? I'm a little bit more careful than John and Mr. Tommy. They're a little more cavalier with letting them rip.
Yeah.
I typically, if I think it's questionable, will go to the bathroom and see. So there have been a couple of times that I've been close, but
okay.
It's still been a long time since I've sharded.
Okay.
But
Can we call it the shit yourself belt?
Yeah. John, you can call it whatever you want. It's your
I
belt.
believe I'm the incumbent champion of the shit yourself belt. I did feel a little nervous for Alec Baldwin when he rips a fart in the bathroom at the urinal next to Ben Stiller. I'm like, oh God.
You don't do that.
Those are the kind of instincts that come from a seasoned champion like myself.
All right. Beth, did you have anybody before Kevin takes over?
Oh, dear God.
Nope.
You didn't cast anybody?
Nope.
I think she was afraid of it.
Beth said that John is Sandy because he shit himself.
Don't be afraid of John.
Don't be afraid of John. He's just got a
I
little
just
poop
love
in his
how
pants.
quickly they have to leave the party because he's so gung-ho about going to the party, and he's like,
we gotta go now.
you know, after a couple of minutes, he's like, listen, we gotta go. I shit myself, sorry.
I'm pretty sure
That would definitely be me, who has a grand plans and then shits himself.
We've definitely had that at OU parties where John is thrown up in the bathroom or in his jacket or something, and we had to leave. All right, Kevin, why don't you take it away?
Dear God, quit letting John talk.
They're kind of mostly repeats, but Daniel is Sandy, but it's purely because the advice about spanking, and then it didn't work.
Yeah.
And when confronted about it, it's like, oh, well, not everybody enjoys that, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely something Daniel would
I
say.
can 100% see Daniel giving you that suggestion, Kevin.
Yeah, and then like bring it back, like, hey man, that didn't work. Well, of course it didn't, because not everybody.
Some people find it
enjoys
offensive.
And then Ruben is definitely mad. I mean, you work numbers for a living. That's what
you are a computer.
You do that. And then I have a dual casting for Polly. One is it's John, just because he's the most free spirit out of any of us. And then the other is actually Beth, because she's definitely taken me out of my comfort zone, and I've done things I've never thought I would do.
That's true. That's true.
I have
Go to an island.
Yeah, and wear shorts.
And I have a high phobia of drowning, so I don't even know how to swim, and I'm 35 years old. But I went parasailing in the Pacific Ocean off of the fucking Hawaii.
Yeah, I forgot you.
And I would never do that ever. And I was dipped in that parasailing in the ocean when I can't swim, and
good job, Beth.
Terrified of it.
Also,
and you had a good time though, didn't you?
It was the probably the most I love that part of that trip.
Yeah. Also, I'd like
to see you do crazy things.
I'd like to add a third casting for Polly for Kevin on Kevin's behalf. Also, Polly could be Dave because he's sexy.
I thought you were going to make. I thought you were going to make it Claude, but
yeah, I mean maybe. Yeah, he could be Claude.
On a good day.
I'm sad I didn't get casted as Claude here.
Oh,
Luban.
Wait, man is
Except
Claude
I could never
because
do a good accent.
Yeah, no, you could.
Matt, we love your accents. That's why we keep doing this show.
I love your accents, but
impressions from you.
Yeah, you could not do that.
I'd like to cast Matt Scott as Michael Caine as Claude.
Yeah, I'll take Ruben. Just go with it. All right, next category. Is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members? Anybody want to make a case for any of them?
Maybe.
Hell no.
No.
Oh.
No.
Maybe.
No, I said maybe as a joke. No, I agree with Kevin. Hell no.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
I wouldn't even say Hank
definitely.
Azaria, who has
I wouldn't say Hank Azaria.
definitely.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller was better in Happy Gilmore, and he had like 6 lines.
Yes.
I loved him as a director
actually.
and Cable Guy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And he played the twin brothers.
Who could forget Heavyweights?
Yeah.
No. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I forgot about him in that.
And I mean, you mentioned it before, but Dodgeball and Zoolander,
Yeah.
it's
those
and
characters.
Tropic Thunder.
He has a one trick pony, and it works.
Yeah.
And then when you try to dial it down and try to be a romantic, a rom-com guy, it's like, whoa, what? This is wrong.
There's one
Guys,
with
this
him
isn't
in
working. What do we do? Just make him shit himself in the toilet and
yeah.
try to get him
Right. What else can we throw?
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we do that in another movie? Oh no, it's okay.
There's one.
Reaction.
Hey, toilet humor is timeless.
That's true.
Fine. No, I'm okay with toilet humor, but doing the exact same thing that Dumb and Dumber did.
Also, everyone does it better than him.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll definitely agree.
Jeff
That's my
Daniels,
least favorite thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Jennifer Aniston's kind of a weird one because she's not in anything where she's not an Academy Award winning actress.
She was in Rockstar.
She was in Rockstar. That's right.
She was also in Office Space.
Yep.
That's probably my favorite movie with her in it. Actually.
Yeah.
And Horrible Bosses and Just Go With It. Those
and
are my
Horrible
three.
Bosses. Yeah. Can you name the movie that she's her first movie?
Her first movie?
No.
I have no
Aerosmith.
idea.
Troll.
Did you say Aerosmith?
Aerosmith is a movie?
I don't know. Aerosmith has been a theme.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The movie Troll.
Daniel's got it right. Troll?
I thought it was wasn't it? No, that was
no.
Leprechaun.
I fucked that up. Leprechaun. It's the first one.
I remember her.
Not Troll.
In the Hood.
I think it's the first. No, the second. The Hood's the third one.
Oh, is
the fourth one's in space.
Was that before Friends?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so
Leprechaun was like right before Friends. Oh, we are not doing. Oh my god, a troll month. We might as well just shut this off.
Yeah.
And then Philip Seymour Hoffman's obviously an Academy Award-winning actor.
So yes, this is on his podium.
He absolutely kills everything he does. Like he's like we said, the best part about this movie. Even.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, he stands out. And again, he kind of does Jack Black.
Yeah, he's a villain.
No, he doesn't kind of do Jack Black.
I mean, he does Jack Black, right? So it shows that he can be a character actor.
Yes.
He can be whatever he wants.
Exactly.
So, no, this does not make his podium. What about Kevin Hart? I mean, he was in it for so long.
Kevin
Hart was in this? I don't think he was in this. I don't think so.
This is Kevin R. Hart.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a special podium for in honor of my cross-eyed brothers for the top 3 movie ferrets of all time.
Yes.
All right.
I get to make a John
this one
fucking intro. Hell yeah.
So number 3 movie ferret of all time is this ferret in Along Came Polly. I forget its name. I apologize.
I didn't even know he was blind.
More like apologize because Along Came Polly.
It was funny when it ran into the wall. She's like, "Oh, it's my ferret."
Daniel really liked that one.
Number 2 ferret of all time in movies is Arnold Schwarzenegger's ferret in Kindergarten Cop.
That's a good one.
Class,
that's a good one.
My ferret.
Yep.
Number 1 ferret of all time is in The Big Lebowski when the nihilists run in and they throw a ferret into the bathtub with the dude.
Yeah.
He calls it a marmot, but they're trying to intimidate him into paying. And yeah,
that's a great
movie
scene.
ferrets are great.
Well
They
done,
don't
John.
seem to mind water.
I'm glad we had a top 3 there. Not a
Man.
top 5.
Yeah.
Top 3. John's
That's
top.
that's not a top 5. That's a top 3. That's a different thing altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
I'll
John
finish
didn't go
this
1 to
with
3.
My 4 and 5 movie ferrets.
Didn't Esmeralda
Stay
have a
tuned.
ferret?
I don't know. I haven't seen that yet. Also, this was my first time viewing Along Came Polly.
That was my first time.
First time
Is it
I
anyone
actually-
else's first time?
I think it was
It's
first
my
time I
first time.
actually sat and watched it.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know. I've definitely seen it, but do I remember it?
Feels like
No.
the first time.
Yeah. Popped your
All right.
ACP cherries.
Next category and last category. Does this movie make your rom-com podium list?
This is a tough one. I really debated over this one.
Oh, I'm sure.
Very hard.
No.
I said no.
That's a no for me.
No.
I
John.
don't know what my podium is, but I don't think this is on it.
Well, you
John-
better think of one by next week.
Yeah, you got to think of one by next week.
Just one? Can it be all three places on my podium?
No,
If there's one that you like that much. Eric says no.
No, you can't do that, John.
You have to put movies on there. Daniel?
I'm trying.
No.
Daniel said no. Yeah.
Oh, I know. So, Beth, as we asked Kelly last week, and since you won't be on for next week's, can you give us your podium list? Did Kevin debrief you on that?
He did debrief me.
Nice.
So honestly, I don't think I could give a top 3 romantic comedies that I really, really love. But the 3 that I remember the most are 27 Dresses.
Yes.
Love Actually.
Yes.
And Shallow Hal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Swerve on the end there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that one.
I like
so
that one.
So cheesy.
It is very cheesy.
Yeah.
I know Matt likes the 27 Dresses one.
The funny thing is, I don't think I've seen any of those.
We're going to have to watch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll watch it next week. So next week we have...
We got a voting.
We got a voting.
Yeah. That's a tease.
With Eric and Julie going to pick one of the movies. Yeah. I'd play it, but nobody can hear it.
Yep. It's okay. I did a spot on impression. It's
yeah,
fine.
I think so too. And then we'll probably throw in a few other movies to vote on, and then we'll go live next Thursday on whatever. February 29th, we will go live, and we will let the voters pick on our movie. Eric and Julie will pick one of those movies along with us throwing a few other ones in
It's
there.
going to be Crazy Rich Asians. Everyone vote for Crazy Rich Asians.
It's good. It's a good movie.
It's so good.
All right. Thanks for tuning into our show. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also follow us on your favorite social media platforms for clips, updates, and opportunities to vote on our last rom-com of the month. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For you.